Hey there, welcome to Find Your Sunne. I'm Cass.
And I'm Mare.
Join us as we find our sun through movement, nourishment, and well-being.
Awakened through the power of play. Let's dive in.
Okay. We're back. We're back.
Yay! Hello. Welcome back, Sun Seekers. It's Mare here, and I am thrilled to have you joining us for episode 2 of Find Your Sunne. After the excitement of our first episode, we received so much positive feedback, and it's just really fueled our fire to keep going. So thank you so much. Today, we're diving into something that's both near and dear to our hearts: how to embrace play and find joy even in the midst of our busy, busy lives.
Yes, exactly. Right? Yeah, I'm so excited for today's episode because I think it's something that so many of us struggle with, including me. Between work and kids and just the daily grind, it can feel like there's no time left for ourselves to play. But we're here to remind you that play isn't just for kids. It's for us too. Yeah. It's essential for our well-being, and we're going to talk about how to weave that into our daily lives, no matter how hectic things can get.
Cassie, how did you play this weekend?
Ooh.
How did you play this weekend?
How did I play this weekend? So I played with my kids a lot this weekend because my daughter had her 4th birthday.
Ooh, it was so cute.
I, of course, was blowing up all the balloons, doing all of the things. And then once the party happens, just hanging out with all of my friends and her little friends. And it's just so fun to watch them all play. Yeah. And then we went to a dirt bike track yesterday. It's Labor Day weekend this weekend. Oh, yeah. And so it was a long weekend, so that was nice. But I ended up just getting lost in the Bluey activity book that you got us.
This Bluey sticker book is so much fun.
We love Bluey.
It's funny that you say that because the morning after the birthday party, Mari and I sit for almost an hour.
Oh my God.
Putting I think we did pages 1 through 18. We just got lost in it, and it was so much fun, and she really loved it too. So I'm glad that Violet loved it.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. She really did. Yeah, and then we just played babies, and I feel like I had a crazy organization weekend this weekend too. So after the party, I was like, okay, we need to clean everything in the house, and so just turned up the music and was in the clean flow, I guess.
And we're going to talk about that later because I think that can be such a great way to get lost.
Oh my God. Yeah. I ended up putting my phone down because I realized if I pick it up that I'm not in the flow anymore and it's disrupting my cleaning process.
Totally.
And I got so much more done after I put my phone away. It was amazing.
It definitely does. Oh man. Well,
how did you play?
Yeah. Okay. So we played in a lot of ways. We went to the beach early morning and it just felt so good to reconnect. We've been through a couple of broken bones in my household, unfortunately. So we finally made it back to the beach, and I took my camera, so I was taking all of these photos of my kids playing in the water and my husband walking out to the water, and it just felt so good. And then we went and found some shells, of course, right?
Yeah. Add to your collection.
I didn't bring any home though. So we did that, and then we went to Cassie's daughter's birthday, and we had so much fun. It was so much fun connecting with all the women there.
I forgot to tell them the theme. It was a cowgirl theme. So I had these inflatable little horses, and I don't know, everybody had tattoos. I kind of got mine off, but cowgirl tattoos. It was fun. Oh, God, anyway, so sorry,
cute.
Didn't
it was
interrupt
so
you.
Cute, but we had such a blast, and my daughter just came home beaming. So we did that, and then my son has. Then the following morning on Labor Day, we went to a new restaurant, which I think going to a new restaurant is also a little bit of play too.
Oh yeah.
So I had been hearing about this place for quite a while, but if any of you guys have been there, it's called Backwater, and I'm sure most of you, if you're local, you have been there. And they have these griddles that you can make your pancakes on, and we just had so much fun sitting around the table. And their design on the interiors, it's so beautiful. They have this black crocodile wallpaper and these beautiful crocodile skulls.
The chandelier. It's so pretty.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh, I love it. So we did that for a little bit of play, and then I got my son's hamsters.
She was so excited. You guys, she was so excited about these hamsters. Even her husband was so excited about them too. The first thing he does when I walk in is like, bring me to the hamster.
Okay, so I was like a hard no, just so you guys know. Like I was a hard no on bringing any type of other living creature into our home because I don't know, just too much, right?
Well, your dog is a bit of work lately.
He is. So. He has been a bit of work. But my son, Harper, has just been Googling and looking at, creatures. He really wanted a sugar glider. So the main reason why we went there was to do research. Okay. We go and find out that sugar gliders are like crazy expensive.
What is a sugar glider?
It's like this squirrel type thing that flies. I don't know. Look one up. Yeah. It's a whole thing. But they are nocturnal. So they stay up all night. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're, I don't know. He thought they were so cute.
Why would you want something that stays up all night?
I don't know. So, and then we get there and we find out that you have to have two, and then you have to essentially have like a bird cage. So it was like $1,500, and we're like, that's not happening. And then we saw these, I wanted a bunny, and my son Oliver kept finding like these little Syrian hamsters, and they were just so cute. And when I held it, I realized, they don't scratch you. They're just kind of chill.
They're really cute. They are. They're so soft.
Yeah. So
I was like, wow.
We had a little bit of play with that. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, and I did a lot of cleaning too. And I love, that's a lot of play for me too, which is surprising.
Clean playing.
Right. Turn up the music.
Yes, exactly.
So why does play matter? As adults, we often feel like play is a luxury, something that we just don't have time for. But play is actually crucial to mental health and physical health. It helps reduce stress, boost creativity, and strengthens relationships. And when we're in that state of play, we're fully present and engaged in something that's hard to achieve in our multitasking world.
Yeah, absolutely. What's that Ferris Bueller quote that I love?
I don't know. Tell me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around every once in a while, you might miss it.
Oh, say it one more time. Can you say it one more time?
Yeah. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around every once in a while, you might miss it.
Gosh.
And I loved that movie. So that quote just, I think it was when he was like brushing his teeth and after he like gets up out of bed and decides cause he was playing sick the whole time. And he was like, I'm not going to school today. I'm going out and doing my own thing. But I love that part of the movie, but I want you to take that in and because play doesn't have to be complicated or time consuming. It can be as simple as taking a walk or dancing around in the kitchen while you cook dinner or even just spending a few minutes coloring with your kids. It's about finding joy in the little moments and giving yourself permission to be silly and have fun. Yeah, Mare and I have actually had our share of lifting jam sessions, haven't we?
We totally have. I love our lifting jam sessions.
Yes.
Turn up the music loud.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah, and play is something that we've embraced in our own lives and something that we are constantly having to remind ourselves to implement. Because I was just telling Meredith this morning, play for me, I feel like has been kicked out of me so much as an adult now that I love talking about play and like considering it even into my life again. But it is something that I have to work on, you know?
Oh, well, you know why? It's a rewiring in our brain, like because we've been default mode into being serious.
Yeah.
That we have to, that when we have those moments, like if I'm doing something mundane that I feel like, oh, this isn't fun. Well, maybe I could turn it into something that feels fun.
Yeah. You have to consciously make it fun. You know?
Yeah. Put a spin on it.
Yeah. Make it into a game or something.
So your input needs to be, okay, play. Like that needs to be this core value that we all find in our day. How can I make this into something that I really enjoy? Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is hard. I mean, you have to get creative at that point.
You totally do. And speaking of embracing play, Cassie and I have had some pretty fun adventures together too. One of the things that really helped us reconnect with play was just getting outside more. And it's such a simple thing, but being outdoors really just engages the mind and awakens this sense of play when you're outdoors. So we started taking walks together, and we would find ourselves laughing and coming up with ideas for the brand without even realizing it. You know, we were playing, and it was like we gave ourselves permission to be kids again.
Yeah. That's totally true. That's something that I will always cherish, and that I hope that we always do, because when we're in this journey of creating swimwear, right? But Meredith and I both value movement so much that I hope that we continue these walks.
Yeah.
Because these walks have been everything.
Yeah, sometimes you think like just walking is not going to be as giving as it is. But I mean, anytime that I'm feeling any sense of like pressure to perform or to do something, I just find myself wanting to go get lost in my walk. And once I do that, I mean, if I just go out for 45 minutes, I'm going to feel so good.
You feel rejuvenated. It's definitely a mood boost.
Yeah.
And when you are incorporating play, know that not everything has to be perfect. I used to think that if I didn't have a full time for a full workout or perfectly planned activity, that it wasn't worth doing. But now I just find ways to move and play throughout the day, whether it's just like a quick stretch, a few minutes of yoga, or just chasing my daughter around the park. It all counts. Because it's going to add up, right, over time.
Well, that's all about like the mindset, right? And I love that about the mindset. It's about taking the pressure off and just enjoying life as it comes. For me, one of the most powerful shifts was realizing that play could be integrated into everyday activities. I even started things like doing the laundry. Can you believe it? As opportunities to relax and have fun. You know, put on some music, sing along, and make it playful. And I say this because my laundry is like my sanctuary, which might sound crazy to a lot of us. But if my laundry area isn't clear and clean and organized and doesn't look like it's been well cared for, then I know that my brain's been really busy that week and that it hasn't been giving the time that it needs to like caring for my family and myself in a way. So I found ways to like make laundry fun. Which I know I've seen your piles.
Yeah.
I've seen piles in houses before, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what that feels like, because at the end of the day, you're like, oh, I just pulled it out of the dryer and I didn't lay it down nicely. So what I found is a trick for me is that when I'm pulling it out of the dryer, I immediately lay it flat. Like if I lay out all of my boys' shirts on top of each other flat, and then I lay out all of Mari's shirts flat on top of each other, and then I lay out my husband's and my stuff on top of each other, because that just makes the most sense. And because it's all going to the same place.
Right.
So I do that, and then I just hang up all the shirts. Then I fold the shorts in half, and everything's just, and then all the socks go in one pile.
Do you have an alarm then for your dryer? Because I do find sometimes that sorry, we're like going off on a laundry tangent right now.
We did. But hopefully you love laundry too, or you
I'm
hate
sure you're
laundry.
doing laundry. Either way.
I hope either way, we all have to do this.
Yeah.
And it's a chore and it's not so fun, and we can complain about it all day long, but
sometimes I find I have to set an alarm on my phone. Otherwise I will forget the laundry.
Yeah.
I'm just, my brain is not always focused on laundry. So if I'm not like...
It's like a chore day though.
Yeah.
Like if you've got to be moving around the house, you know, because it is an hour until you are finished with like... Oh, and also, ladies, take care of your Lululemon. If you are spending money on your Lululemon, you need to be hanging it up. So if you guys need any recommendations for like something to like a clothesline to hang your Lululemon on or your good athleisure, let me know. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I want to know. So I think we should do another podcast just on laundry.
Okay. So let's dive into practical tips for bringing more play into your life.
Yes. Thank you for that transition, Meredith.
You're welcome.
Okay. So how can you start bringing more play into your life? So here are some practical tips that we've found very helpful. And the first is to schedule it. And I know that might sound counterintuitive, but if you make time for play, just like you would for a meeting or a workout, you're more likely to do it. So even if it's just 10 minutes, it makes a difference. Something that I like to do is to set aside about 20 minutes in the afternoon with my kids to have individual phone-free time for each of them. So 10 minutes for one, 10 minutes for the other, because they're only 18 months apart. So they get into these tiffs a lot of times, and they try to fight for mom, basically, or like think that they're... each other's opponents,
right?
You know?
Oh, they actually call them ops now anyway. The kids are calling their
siblings?
They're calling, or friends or something that are like, it's their ops.
Oh, their friends or their ops.
Yeah, this just happened this week.
Okay.
So they've got a new word.
I'm constantly learning new things about the teenage generation from Meredith's son. So that's
so fun, right?
Yes. But so in that, and then when I'm doing that individual time, that also doubles in creating less conflict between the two of them, because then they're feeling like, okay, I've had my mom time. Like I don't have to actually fight my sibling to have mom time.
Yes, so. That's a great idea. And, what works for everyone is different. So what feels like play to one person might not feel like play to another person. So maybe it's playing a game with your kids, like for Cassie, or maybe it's doing a creative project. That's something that I really, really love diving into is our creative projects.
Oh yeah. What can you tell me some of your creative projects?
Gosh, I just stay like in this zone, like where I'm constantly like just drawing inspiration.
Well, you're like drawing.
Yeah, I'm drawing right now.
You did a Lego flower the other week or like a couple months ago, didn't you?
Lego flower.
Oh, maybe you didn't. No, that was a different girl.
Okay,
that was another
me.
mom. That was another mom.
That's impressive though. That's cool.
Yeah, no,
I love Lego. I love
her
Lego.
son loves Legos. It was actually one of our play dates now, I'm remembering.
Yeah.
But she made those new flower Legos?
I've seen them. They're really cool.
Yeah,
They're
and I was like, oh, good for you. Like, I love to hear that another mom is actually taking time to play.
Yeah.
So it just stuck into my mind. But you play all the time too.
Yeah. I just love playing. I really do. And it's probably because my mom was such a creative too. But, or maybe it's just taking a few minutes to daydream, and I probably spend way too much time daydreaming too. So the key is to tune into what makes you feel light and joyful and make time for that.
Yes. And don't be afraid to get others involved too. Play is even more fun when you can share it with others.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So maybe invite your partner, your friends, or your kids to join in. It can turn something mundane into something memorable. And I was actually just talking with a close friend, and she was telling me how important it is to go out into the world and experience life, like to get out of your house. To her, it's all about making the memories. And although this is anecdotal, when I look at our elderly generation and the ones that are thriving, it's the ones that still go out and play. Yeah. And in fact, my 90-year-old grandma-in-law still toys around with fairy gardens. And yeah, it was crazy. And then she actually came and visited us. She's from Maryland. And she had this really cool idea. She was super excited about it. She called me, and she knows that I'm launching this business with you, Meredith. And she was just telling me how this invention she knows would be a hit. I don't want to tell you about it because I don't want to, compromise this invention. But she had my husband drawing prototypes on the whiteboard, and like this, her age was not stopping her from having the excitement of building this new potential product that she had in her brain
that is
at 90 years old. So it's never too late.
That is so cool. It is never too late. So next we want to dive into how play influences our swimwear brand. So as you know, play is at the heart of the Sunne brand. It is literally why we're so passionate about creating products that aren't just functional, okay, but also bring a sense of play and fun into your life. Our swimwear line is designed with this in mind. So every single detail will be thoughtfully created in order to support this playful life. So to make you feel beautiful, comfortable, and ready to embrace play, whether you're at the beach, the pool, or just enjoying a sunny day.
Yes, exactly. And
I'm passionate about this.
Oh yeah. Play excites me so much. I love it. And so as we continue to design and develop our collection, we're constantly asking ourselves, how can we infuse more play into this? We want our swimwear to be something you reach for because it makes you feel good, not just because it's practical. We're so excited to share more about this as we get closer to launching. But for now, just know that every piece is created with the intention of bringing more light and joy into your life.
You know, that's it for today, Sunne Seekers. We hope this episode has inspired you to find more ways to play and bring joy into your daily life. And remember, it's not about making time for play. It's about finding the play in the time you have.
That's cool.
That was pretty good.
And if you try out any of our tips, we'd love to hear about it. Share your stories with us on Instagram, Facebook, or wherever you hang out online. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. We'll see you next time, Sunne Seekers. Just before you go, if you want to sprinkle some love our way without spending a dime, why not hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel? It's like giving us a hug through the internet. So please give that button a little tap tap and join our Sunne family.
Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. We hope you found the discussions enlightening and inspiring. Please note that the information provided in this podcast is for general informational purposes only. All opinions expressed here are solely our own and do not reflect the views of any sponsors or affiliate partners.
And before you apply any of the health strategies discussed on the podcast, we recommend consulting with a professional to ensure it is appropriate for your specific circumstances.
Remember, we're here to spark conversation and ideas, not substitute for any professional advice.